So the final part of the course really is to discuss the next evolution of what's going to happen with Steem with SMT, the smart media tokens, and how they're going to work. So I just want to give you a few examples of how major sites could maybe plug these things in to create a community and an economy of people actually getting paid for their comments, their posts, their upvotes, their engagement in a platform or a conversation. So you've got sites like Reddit. It'd be amazing if something like Reddit used SMT plugged in to actually create their own token on the Steemit blockchain. Places like the Washington Post, you're seeing they're using more advertising. There's an advert here at the top, advert on the right hand side. They're also suffering because they're getting squeezed out by attention economy applications, mainly mobile applications, things like Instagram and Facebook. Things like Telegraph are starting to have paywalls where you have to pay to read their content. Same with Forbes. Massive big banner here at the top of Forbes. Also New York Times, HuffPost, and numerous other news outlets, news sites on the web. So what are SMTs? So smart media tokens, a new way for publishers to monetize their online content and community based on battle-tested blockchain technology. So Steem as a platform has been out as of November 2017 as for 20 months. So it's been iterated on. We're on hard fork 19. There has been a there's back and forth between the community over that period of time, and it has been battle tested. So the next iteration of Steem is these smart media tokens. So you can find all this information at smt.steem.io, but if we scroll down to this bit, this will probably make a little bit more sense. So this is how it's going to look. Something similar to this is that you will create your own token. So for instance, if you are a van life blogger or a cookery show, or maybe even just a gamer, you can create your own token symbol. And then what you're doing is you can select the rewards curve on that, the amount of tokens. So you can kind of see this as kind of like a personal ICO, but for your own community. And then you can create a certain amount of fundraising details there, when it's going to start, when it's going to close, how much Steem you're trying to raise for that community, and what's the maximum amount, and how that should be delegated with the people who are on board with that ICO. So ICOs are in a bit of a grey area right now in terms of what they're being classified as, but in terms of using smart media tokens as a community builder, this really reinforces Steem as the underlying cryptocurrency, because as we create tokens using this SMT setup, people have to buy into Steem. They have to buy Steem. The price of Steem will go up, and you'll see a lot of people trading and sending money back and forth, upvoting people's comments inside of your community. Now, it's going to take probably 6 months from now for this to actually happen, but here's some examples at the bottom here of, for instance, content publishers. Content publisher like Reddit already has a bunch of content. You can see here, like, let's take this top post. It's had 1,008 upvotes. Each one of these people has not made any money at all from their comment. Now, if you had a smart media token, you could have a comments field underneath, a little bit like Discuss, if you know what Discuss is. I'm just going to do a search for Discuss so you can see. It's actually a bolt-in add-on chat to help build your audience. You can do things like social sharing, and it's been around for a very long time, and it's like a little chat box. Comments, you log in with whatever social platform you've got. Again, you don't get paid for it. So it might be Discuss employs using smart media tokens as well and builds a community around their own token. Maybe they'll call it DISQ or something like that, but ultimately it'll be powered by Steem. So imagine you've got your own blog with your own content from your YouTube show on there. You could bolt in this little block underneath your content, and then people in that community could actually then upvote each other to be rewarded for that comment or that engagement or the feedback or the blog post. So you're raising capital by selling tokens, but you're also catalyzing on that autonomous growth. Let's scroll down a little bit as well. Forums, like I said, the Reddit. If Reddit employed this and just rolled it out, just think of the amount of people that would have access to or hear about Steem because of it. And they can connect through a unification process of using Steem Connect, so they don't have to have Facebook or Twitter. They can just get themselves a Steem account, which is going to be an easier thing to do from HF20 with Velocity, because we're going to be able to mine accounts and give those accounts away after they've been created on the blockchain. So that's kind of really exciting for me. Multiple token support. So a forum business wants to integrate a token but wants to focus on growing their community rather than the technical and security issues of hosting a crypto wallet. They issue an SMT and integrate it into their website using Steem Connect. So that handles all of the wallet and transfer capabilities just by logging in using Steem Connect. Another example, again, a comments widget. This one's for a fashion blog. This model also creates a business opportunity for developers who want to build the next generation of crypto-enabled Discus-like companies. So there'll be companies that will be generated out of this that will just be like Discus, that have different features over different providers. And again, here's the example I set out at the beginning of r/finance. That could be a thread on Reddit. Sub-community moderation and managers. Imagine you're a moderator for a specific topic inside a forum, such as Reddit, subreddit. If a website integrates SMTs, then the topic moderator can launch these tokens to empower the subscribers of that topic. So it might be that you're trying to raise money for an event or a local church, or you're trying to roll out funds for an area. For instance, there's a project in Detroit for rolling out mobilizing Wi-Fi. Maybe you want to raise money to be able to deploy that in another section of town. So SMTs are incredibly powerful. They're not fully fledged yet. I would suggest watching the video with Ned. He's super excited about it, but he wants also people in the cryptography sphere to feedback on it. And if you really are technically minded, there is a massive 40 or 50 page plus white paper about what they're trying to achieve with smart media tokens. But this is the exciting bit for me in terms of a content publisher, because in 6 to 12 months time we'll be able to roll out our own kind of little media empire, if you like, with our own token. And it might be for a particular project that we're trying to launch. It might be one of those projects that you've always wanted to do with your life, and be able to like get that groundswell of followers that you already have on your Steemit account and convert them into a community. All right, that's it for the course. I hope you enjoyed it. Do feedback, any comments you have, any questions. I'd love to hear from you.